Hello everyone and welcome to Space Force, where space is the driving force in ecology. Last week, we defined the closely related but distinct concepts of habitat loss, fragmentation, and degradation. This week, we will discuss spatial scaling and patterns. Within ecological systems, variability occurs across a range of spatial, temporal, and organizational scales. Quantifying these patterns of variability across space, time, and organization enables us to understand how observed patterns may change with scale. To quantify patterns of variability, we must record fine-scale and broad-scale characteristics that are ecologically and biologically meaningful to our study system. Often, different processes are operating at different scales. Assessing how the effects of multiple processes combine or interact at different scales is essential to provide a mechanistic understanding of an ecological system. However, we must also consider what happens to the quality and integrity of the information when it is transferred from fine scales to broader scales.
Let's illustrate these concepts with an example by examining habitat selection of the American pika. Habitat selection involves multi-scale processes that produces a pattern of occupancy, which is known as the order of selection. Pikas are adapted to colder climates and have limited thermoregulatory capabilities. Therefore, the first order or geographic distribution of habitat selection for pikas is primarily restricted to higher elevations. The second order of selection involves establishing a home range at the patch mosaic spatial scale. Pikas have limited dispersal capabilities, so their home range tends to be within close proximity to their natal habitat. The third order of selection occurs at the habitat patch scale. Pikas are territorial and establish territories within a 30 to 35 meter radius within habitat patches based on abiotic and biotic factors. Finally, the fourth order of selection involves resource selection. Within a habitat patch, pikas select resources such as thermal refugia, which provides a favorable microclimatic thermal niche, and they also utilize vegetation patches or meadows in close proximity to their territory for foraging. As you can see, different ecological and biological processes drive habitat selection at different scales. By looking at the whole picture, we are able to see the occupancy pattern that emerges.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more content from Space Force.